Hi everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. We are jumping into the Hero Arts March card kit. And if you got yours, I wonder if you were as excited about all those sentiments as I was. I always need good sentiments. And these were fun, the fonts and the way that they shaped them. So I'm just going through the kit right there, showing you what I got. And I'm going to make kind of a little bit of some odd cards. I don't know. They're not very traditional for me, so we're just going to have some fun. So I pulled out the black cardstock that came with the kit and one of the flower-like stamps. I'm using some Versamark ink, and I am going to pretty much make my own background pattern paper. Trying to stay within the kit as much as I can, and the sentiments are really a focal point here with the dies that came with it and the stamps, so I'm really trying to see what I can do with those. I'm pouring over this wonderful silvery glossy silvery, is silvery a word? Silver. Anyway, it's silver and it's great. And I am pouring that all over. It's really super shiny. And I think that was really surprising to me at how pretty that came out. So got that done. And then I decided to take some oxides and see what that looked like over some black cardstock. So I started off with the Twisted Citron. Twisted Citron did not come out as much, which I thought it would because it was lighter, but I blended out the Twisted Citron, the Peacock Feathers, and then I brought in Faded Jeans. And once I got those three colors blended together, I actually really liked the way that looked. So it wasn't, obviously, it's not bright like it's going to be on white, but I do love the look that this gave me. So that was a nice little surprise. And then here I'm just wiping down some of the flowers so that the shine is still there and getting some of that distress off. Then I'm going to take my mister and I'm just going to spritz some water on it because I want the oxides to react, and they do. And so that was nice, added a little interest to the card. So there is my finished panel. Okay, so the next thing that I am going to do is take a little dauber and some white ink. I wanted to see how good this ink stamped out. And you'll see in the next card, it actually stamps out pretty darn good. So, but right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Hello die. And I wanted to make my own glittery cardstock. So to do that, I'm using the embossing powder that came with the kit. I'm going to heat set that all over this panel. And that's going to give me this wonderful glitter matching, because it's going to match perfectly, cardstock. And then I am going to take my Hello die and I am going to cut that out. All right, so I do cut out a couple other of the dies that came with the kit too, just because I had it there. Using some multi-purpose spray adhesive off camera and into a box, I'm going to spray the silver Hello, and then I am going to add it to a black Hello that I cut out. And that is going to give a tiny bit of a border so that it stands out against the background. I'm also going to use this piece of vellum. I pulled out a scallop punch and I'm placing that underneath the Hello dies. And then of course I got to hit something heavy on top of it to hold it down. All right, so I'm just getting everything in place here for this card. And then as you can see, I'm going to mat that on a self-made background with more of that heat embossing look so that everything ties together. I have a silver mat with the black mat and then the card panel. So I'm really trying to pull this all together. Final touches are the black enamel dots that I add here and there all over the card. And that's the first card. Actually, although this is a scallop and there's flowers on there, I really think I could pull this off as a masculine card. The colors are masculine, the fonts, like just things, it just works. So tell me what you think about that one, because I think after all was said and done, I made 3 masculine cards, which, can I tell you, totally needed for the stash. All right, so second card here, I'm using the craft cardstock that came with the kit, and I am stamping out with the white ink that came with the kit, and I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. But I didn't love it enough to keep it like that, or maybe I was impatient because it was probably going to stay wet for a while, so I decided to heat emboss it with some white embossing powder. So I pulled out some Wow Super Fine white embossing powder, and I am just going to heat set that so that we have a really stark white look. Okay, so I did struggle with these coffee cups. Love the coffee cups. But as you can see up on the card there, I put them on crooked. So I am going to ink them up with some Delicata gold ink. And then I am going to stamp them onto a brown piece of cardstock and put that on the bottom. So the stamp set, or the card says, "You're amazing, you are amazing," and then little coffee cups underneath. And here I'm adding the stars from the kit just to make this a little bit more fun. Again, very masculine card. And I'm adding that on a brown cardstock mat, which matches the coffee cup cardstock. And using some Tombow Mono adhesive, I'm going to place that down on my Neenah 110 pound solar white card base. And on the inside, I made my own sentiment. So the front said, "You are amazing," and the inside said, "And I'm not just talking to my coffee." So I know I'm super corny, but I did that on the inside. I do not have the best handwriting, so please don't judge me on that one. So there is the second card here in the kit. And I love coffee cards. Anything. I plan on using this little coffee cup just because I love coffee cards. So there we have it. All right, some stills of this one. So for the third and final card for this video, I am taking out the confetti or streamers, whatever you call that, from the kit. And I am pulling out some Distress Oxide inks. And I am going to just stamp away all over the background of this Neenah 80 pound cardstock. I'm just going to fill that chock full of confetti. So once I get that filled up, I am going to then add, I love the black look on colorful backgrounds like this. I think it just pops really well. So I took the star back out and I'm adding the star to this background. But I am going to cut this background in half using a Lawn Fawn hillside border so that I can have two cards. So there we go. I have them separated out, and I am going to figure out where I want to place my sentiments, and it's going to use, it's going to be on black cardstock, the stuff that came with the kit. I am going to use some more of that silver embossing powder. Love that stuff. I already said that. I know. I'm repeating myself. And I am going to, of course, heat set that. So this one says, "Yay, it's your big birthday." It's your big birthday. I don't know. I put it together. It works for me. I felt like the fronts were missing something, so I pulled out the little bow tie, and I used silver ink, and I added the bow ties to the front of that panel as well. So then I'm going to put those together. I'm going to, again, Tombow Mono on the 110 pound card base. And then I'm going to add some of the sequins that came with the kit. The stars, the sequins, the mini stars. Great mix of sequins that came with this kit. And I am just going to add that to the black side of the card. And so I got two cards out of that. And that will do it for the cards for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this video with some more masculine type cards. I think we all could probably use a little bit more of those. So hopefully this helped you and inspired you. And I'm so glad you crafted with me today. I'll list everything that I used below. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And don't forget to find me in other forums such as Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.